channel. My name is Francisca, and this is the first video that I actually introduce myself to you guys. I'm kind of glad I'm doing this, so it's a very special video for me. And I am outside, as you can see. This is, since it's a resin video and I am talking about the safety of it, I wanted to show you guys where I work with my resin. And I am in New York. It's super humid, so I'm sorry if my hair is a mess. I tried doing it, but it got really humid out here. So let's get right into the video. I did mention that it was a safety video, so I'm going to be showing you guys how to safely work with resin, and I'm also going to show you guys some projects that I've already started or in the process of. So the first project I'm going to show you guys is a wine glass and wine bottle holder. So as you can see, this sits on the wine bottle, and the wine glasses will hang from each side. And this is also made with the coasters. If you're familiar with resin, you know that you can do many different colors, many different, you can add glitter, you can do so many things with resin, which is why I find it so interesting. So this is one of the projects. I'm definitely going to be showing you guys by the way, I'm so sorry about the noise. Again, I am outside, so, but I am going to be doing this again, and I'm going to show you guys the process of it, you know, starting from the mixing the resin to adding colors to adding the glitter and everything. I'm going to demold it and then show you guys the finished product with an actual wine glass and wine bottles. I just don't have them on me right now. So the next project that I'll show you guys are the keychains that I have. So I have these cool little gemmed looking things, and funny story about this one, which is actually my favorite project I've ever done, as far as keychains, obviously. It's made from these little foam balls that I got at Dollar Tree, and when I set it on the resin, they actually rose. So they ended up, like, you could feel them and you could see them, but if you turn it around, it's like really blurry, you can't really see it. They look like really far apart. It looks really cool. So sometimes your mistakes can be actually a good thing. So yeah, these are the different colors. Another one I have is a heart. It's a keychain, and as you can see, some of them are very dull, some of them are very shiny. This all has to do with the mold you're using, so that's something I'll discuss once I actually start making the videos for the project. These are two little cactuses. So one is a bit on the darker side, one is on the brighter, lighter side, and these are both like glittery. These are Jeep, like the front of the Jeep. They are keychains, and they look like this. This one I kind of messed up on, so we're just gonna put that one down, but this one you can see. I have this mermaid tail that I made, and you know, you can obviously do like a separate color. So the top I made pink and like a dark blue. Alright, this is an ashtray. I made my husband this. I'm not sure. So I was actually going for a galaxy look, and it ended up just being a blue glittery mess. But I did like how it came out, so I kept it. And this is a lipstick holder. I'm not done yet, so after you work with resin, you know, you have to file things down and you have to kind of perfect it. So this is a lipstick holder, or whatever accessories you want to put on. All right, so now that I've showed you guys some of the projects that I have been working on lately, because I do have a couple of others, but these are the ones that I'm currently working on, so I wanted to show you guys. We are going to speak about safety. Safety is really important when it comes to resin. You want to be able to work safely, have fun, and, you know, make sure you're doing everything the correct way. When I finally got the respirator, which is this right here, I am going to put it on for you guys. You know, I found it on Amazon, and I was so thankful, because then I could really start working and really enjoy what I was doing. All right, first things first is you want to have a respirator. So when I wanted to start working with resin, I was still pregnant and I wasn't gonna, you know, do that. So I set everything apart and I waited until I gave birth to start doing this. During the time that I gave birth, the pandemic started, and it became extremely hard for people to get respirators and even masks. But what I did have was the good old surgical mask that we all have come to love. When I was working with those, I found that I could still really smell the resin after, and it was so strong. And I personally don't like the smell. I know some people don't really mind it, but me personally, it's extremely strong. It's kind of like, I really don't know how to describe it. So as for this, like I said, they're extremely hard to get right now because of everything going on. So I'm going to try to link it below to see if it's still available. If not, I'll try to find one similar to this and similar price, because I actually got it for really cheap. So, you know, you don't want to spend a lot, but then maybe you do, I don't know. But I'll try to find one and link it for you guys if I can't find this one. So this is really important. You know, obviously you have to buy extra filters to be able to change your filters and everything, and you want to be able to fit it really well to your face. So you're gonna have to adjust it once you get it. But I would definitely suggest you wearing this rather than any mask, even if it's cloth or surgical. The respirator is the best way to go, personally. All right, so for the fun part, I'm gonna put it on and show you guys what it looks like. And I actually scared my husband. I'm like, I bought this respirator because I'm gonna start wearing it to the supermarket. And he's like, Fran, I'm not going with you to the supermarket if you wear a respirator. I'm like, but you know, I thought it was funny. He didn't. All right, I'm gonna take this off now. All right, guys, so I took it off because obviously with it you can't hear me. So it's actually very comfortable. I prefer that rather than the masks that we've been wearing. It's just, you can breathe better. You're not, you know, suffocating in there, so it's not bad. And it definitely doesn't let the smell through, which is the best part about it. So yeah, so that's the respirator. Next is, you want to wear gloves so when you're working with resin. If not, it can really irritate your skin. I see a lot of people working with it, and people say that they prefer to feel the resin on their hands. That's totally up to you, but personally, I use these. They're obviously very worn out, like one finger fell out, so I won't be able to reuse these, but they do last a couple of times, as long as you make sure you leave them, you know, nice and I guess lay them down, because once they have resin on it, they will harden and they can rip once you put them back on, which is the mistake I made last time. So yeah, these work perfect. I got these at Dollar Tree for $1. I got maybe like 3 or 4 uses out of them, so it's not bad. When I did wear latex gloves, I feel like the smell of it seeped through a lot, and when I was done working, I would wash my hands, I would take a shower, you know, I would use hand sanitizer, even sometimes perfume, and I still had that smell, which is, it's a very unique and just not the greatest smell to have on your nose or stuck in your hands or anywhere. So I would prefer working with these, but like I said, it's up to you. As long as you wear gloves, you're fine. Next is, you want to make sure your hair is up if you have long hair. You know, you don't want like your hair dipping into the resin. It wouldn't be good for your hair, and I really don't know what would happen to it, but let's just try to avoid that. So put your hair up, if anything. And your clothes, you want to wear clothes that you really don't care about. Right now, like, I wouldn't work with this blouse on, but I would put something old, like a, you know, whatever you want that you don't care about, because if it gets on your clothing, it will ruin it. All right, so as I mentioned before, I do work outside. Sorry, the camera moved. So I do work outside, and I do work on the patio table outside, so I don't want to ruin it. So what I use are these changing pads for babies. Sorry about that, it got really loud, but I bought them at Target back when my baby was first born. I know they sell them there. I don't know if they sell them at Walmart or other places like that, but they're called changing pads. Yeah, disposable changing pads. So they work, and I didn't want to throw them out, so I figured why not just find another use for them. All right, and last but not least, I think something that's really important that I kind of ignored when I first started working with resin is try to work in a very ventilated area. When I first worked, the first time that I did it, I was inside the living room, so it's a pretty large area. I opened up all the windows, and I even put a fan, you know, trying to push the air out. And when someone told me that it smelled like resin inside, I ran outside with everything, especially because I have a baby and I personally love working outside. It gives me an excuse to be outside, even though it's really hot right now. The mosquitoes are killing me, but I'd rather work outside and know that at least I'm not intoxicating the whole house. It's just a very strong smell, and I personally want to avoid that smell. So I'm trying to think of if I talked about everything, but I think I got everything covered. I'm definitely going to be posting videos from now on working on my resin, and I'm super excited to show you guys that. I will continue obviously to do my cooking videos, which I absolutely love too. And I don't know what else I'm going to bring to this channel. I wanted to keep it just cooking and resin, but there's like so many things that I just want to share with you guys that I might just make it just very broad, like, you know, just one thing here, one thing there. But yeah, so that's about it. I will definitely see you guys in my next video, and I think the first resin video will probably be next week, so you guys definitely like tune in and see, you know, what we make that day. I'm very excited, and I hope you found this video very, you know, helpful. If you want to start working with resin, you're considering it, I would definitely consider just gathering up all these safety things first, so that way you're ready and you don't have to stop like I did and wait for your products and just want to, you know, just dive into working with resin. So I will see you guys soon. Thank you so much, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and maybe comment on what you think. Bye.